Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. Welcome to my channel and your next 30 days spread. I am just so excited to be here, and I couldn't figure out who I wanted to read for today, so I left it to Spirit and I pulled a card, and I said that the first zodiac sign that comes to me when I pull this card is who's next. And so it was the Chariot. So legit, this Cancer, that's the Cancer card. And, you know, it's all about action and moving towards your heart's desire. And when I was spending time in prayer and in meditation before I got into your read, all I could see was a heart and a home. And the heart was actually right above the home, but they were, you know, kind of blending into each other. King of Cups energy, welcome to your reading, coming in strong. So you may be, you know, really sitting in your energy right now, very emotionally open, emotionally stable, you know, and it's just full of love. And, you know, your home may be full of love, or there may be a message in regards to home being where the heart is. And then the King of Cups came out again, but in reverse this time. So this is speaking to Cancer, that you're either sitting in your energy or you need to balance out your energy. And home is where the heart is. So if you're, you know, finding that you're not at home very much, or if that things are imbalanced at home, then that is telling you that you need to put some love into your home. Okay, you know, and sometimes that is just cleaning the house. Sometimes that is doing those little details that you, there's your card again, that you don't, you know, generally, sometimes the small details pain us in a way. But there is some things happening here. Let me pull your general read here, Cancer. Lots of messages for you. So yeah, like, welcome. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're keeping well. And yeah, thank you again for being here. Let's get your cards. Thank you, Spirit. One more for Cancer. Thank you, Spirit. There we go. Okay. So things look really lovely. There's a lot of lower chakra energy happening here for you. So we're starting your read with the Chariot again. I pulled the Chariot from one of my other decks, the one that I usually use to clarify. But so this is telling me that you're in an energy of forward movement. There could be a move that's happening that could have something to do with the heart and the home, you know, because home is where the heart is, or, you know, the heart and the home, it's connected somehow. And potentially you need to move from your home, or you're working away from home. But, you know, you are moving towards your heart's desire and your dreams and your aspirations, and you're going to be very successful in that, Cancer. Just, you know, that strong energy is coming in for you. Red is to do with our connectedness to Earth, to you know, Mother Gaia, to our root chakra, you know, and roots, right? Like your home, and home being where the heart is where you're growing your roots. So, you know, whether that has something to do with the way you are feeling right now in regards to life. If you're feeling grounded, then that's great. The challenge is, you know, coming out of a time of, you know, deep introspection and looking within, because the Hermit card comes in for you in reverse. So one thing I want to mention is that no matter if a card is in reverse or not, there's just a different energy that it's holding. The Hermit card, you know, may speak to you know, needing to feel a little bit more secure in who you are truly deep inside, and, you know, maybe having to release, you know, that time that may have been a little bit more challenging, where you were, you know, spending more time in solitude, in regards to your personal growth. You know, the hermit is somebody who does, like, you know, deep inner work, right? You know, we have a tendency to do the surface level work because, you know, it's surface level, it's what other people see, so we feel almost like we've accomplished something more, just because some, you know, maybe other influences see that. But what's really truly important is what you see in yourself, because that's what's going to take you the rest of the journey, and there's a long journey ahead of you, because you begin and end with, you know, cards of, you know, big, just big journeys. So the Chariot, you're moving towards something, coming out of deep inner reflection. 9 of Cups in reverse, a wish fulfillment didn't come in for you, so you might be feeling a little bit of lack, and it might have something to do with work, actually, Cancer. You know, and because the reason why I say that is because the Ace of Coins comes in for you in reverse as well. So maybe something that you were planning or something you were working towards at work didn't come to fruition, and that may have a lot to do with just timing right now, because you're closing out with the 3 of Wands energy. And so, you know, this is saying that the outcome is going to be very auspicious for you no matter what. But, you know, there could be some challenges in regards to not getting what you wished for and what you feel like, you know, you should have had. Sometimes, you know, there's a saying, be careful what you wish for, because sometimes things just aren't for you. And, you know, when it comes to things not being for you, it's just because Spirit has something better for you, and the universe has something better for you. If something doesn't come to fruition, you know, lessons or blessings, right? And both of them are so worth it. A lot of your energy is coming in your lower, you know, in the base of your chakra system. So this is telling me that you might need to work on just feeling a little bit more supported, safe, you know, a little more confident in yourself. Spend a little bit more time in your joy and what makes your fire burn, because there's a very balanced, you know, fiery energy here. Although you're a water sign, you're still, you know, you're bringing it back into the fire season, especially if you're a Cancer of July. So keep that in mind. You're going into knowing that things are coming in for you, and that's a really beautiful energy. So what we're going to do, Cancer, oh, is that 4? It is. Okay, cool. So we are pulling 4 cards for your love, and this is where I see where some of your struggle is happening, but things look really good. Okay. 4 cards for your love, 4 cards for your finances, and then I'll close it out with some advice from Spirit from a couple of my Oracle decks. 3 more. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Way too many. 1 more card for finances for Cancer, please, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you for showing me. Oh, looks like we wanted. Okay. I'm going to clarify 1 card here. Spirit, show me the lovers, please. Show me the lovers. Show me the lovers, Spirit, please. Show me the lovers. Okay, Cancer, so in your love, in regards to love, we have the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Princess of Swords, and the Sun. So there's a growth process that you're going through in regards to how you love and how you receive love. And the Four of Cups, you know, at times is like a very, you know, mopey, unopen energy. In this deck, it speaks more to me like, you know, almost emotional drunkenness and being taken advantage in light of that situation. So maybe, you know, spending a little too much time in your emotions is bringing you to a darker, more challenging place. So some emotional balancing is what is needed, and it looks like you're moving towards that emotional balancing, but that, you know, that process is obviously challenging, and, you know, does stir up some conflict within yourself, you know, and stir up some feelings of almost lack, like maybe you're lacking some emotional balance and stability and fulfillment in regards to how you're receiving love. But the Princess of Swords comes in and speaks to some very, you know, honest and truthful communication, that, you know, there's still like growth needed in regards to that communication, but that growth, you know, is going to come in from having, like, you know, some discernment and logic, and not only coming to things with your emotions, but with your balanced, you know, discernment as well. Communication speaks really big here, so there will need to be some conversations that take place. Utilize compassion in your conversations as well. You know, the most ultimate true love is defined by just so much compassion for another individual, sometimes even over your own feelings at times, and that's what love truly is. So, you know, really paying attention to how you're giving love and receiving love, and, you know, is it like taking over in regards to how, you know, you do things, right? I think it's just working with your heart chakra and utilizing some of your upper chakras as well, is going to help you balance out all of this passion and desire within you. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm saying that, you know, we still, that we can utilize an energy too much sometimes too. That's why we want to, you know, pull from each energy source within our body, right? The sun comes in for you. So the sun is the, you know, most auspicious card in the deck, right? It's like, you know, everything is good, you know, and really harnessing that light within you and the light without, and, you know, gleaming joy and happiness. So this tells me that your love is really going to come into balance. You may be just hitting a little transformational time, and to really come out on the other side of that, it's just going to be utilizing your heart chakra, but also, you know, cutting out things that don't serve you, whether those things are a thought process that you may have, or you know, a challenging conversation that may need to take place, right? So we're getting into your finances now. I got a little what's the word I'm looking for? A little, not spooked, but just confused. So we start with the Eight of Cups. The eight, you have, this is the, okay, so the Eight of Cups came in reverse again. So this is balance that we need to work on within your energy, Cancer, as you're a water energy. Cups speak to the element of water. So there is maybe a lack of forward movement to what it is that your heart desires. So something maybe making you feel a little bit stagnated, like in regards to your work situation, and where you felt like you were going didn't come to fruition. So it's giving you this like feeling of lack of forward movement. So it's tying into your general read here. So I do want to just say that there's progression happening in regards to your work, but maybe just not in the same amount of time that you had anticipated or, foreseen it happening. So I think Spirit is just asking you to be patient, to keep moving towards your vision, and, don't give up on your vision just because you're feeling a little stagnated at this point in time, because the likelihood of that changing is pretty strong. So try not to sit in your cup energy too much, because we have the 6, 7, 8, and 9 of cups on the board here. So, you don't want to sit in that unbalanced energy that we all have a tendency to have, Cancer. So the 8 of cups, so in your financial, it's tying to your general, and we have the 7 of cups, and that came in reverse again as well. So try, although there's always many options, if you're working towards a very specific goal, you need to commit to that. And the 7 of cups, can speak to just having a lot of options and maybe some confusion, some illusionment, things of that nature. So also, there could be a issue with drinking with all of this cups on the board as well. So I would just like to say, if anybody is having any troubles and needs to get any further advice in regards to that, please do. We need you, and we definitely want to have healthy relationships with ourselves, especially with ourselves. So important. So now we got the 7 of cups here. So learning to really stick to what it is that your vision is going to be super important for you, Cancer. Partnerships. So the Lovers came in regards to your finances. So to me, that's speaking to partnerships and how you're giving and receiving your love, your respect. You can tie love into so many different things. So if you want people to be empathetic and loving and compassionate and all things of love towards you, then you must also be a person that gives those things and mirrors those things. So just taking note of the fact that there's always an exchange of energy, and the energy that we are exchanging with other people is a direct reflection of the energy that is within us. So really pay a lot of attention to that. 4 of Wands, Cancer, comes in for you as well in regards to your finances. So this is speaking to me. And the 4 of Wands is sitting right underneath the 3 of Wands in your general spread. So that tells me that you're moving towards a stable, transformational, just a beautiful time, right? And this is the manifestation card. Some people would call it the 1111 card. So just really paying attention to what we are manifesting. What is your vision, Cancer? What is your vision? And are you making active decisions every day that moves towards your vision? I think that's the message there. So 6 of Cups comes in as well. So that's a nostalgic energy. sometimes it's a really beautiful energy. Sometimes this card also speaks to me like some of the ways that you interact and some of the ways you react and some of your ways of interaction in general may be tied to some, history, some, biases that were created through personal experiences. There may be a need to open your mind in regards to the way other people do things, because if you have a story in regards to the way that you act and react in situations at work, then so does everybody else. So again, it's talking about mirroring what's inside you in your interactions. And the reason why interactions happen the way they do is actually has more to do with something that is inside you than it does as it has to do with somebody else. So keep that in mind. All things are relative. And there's a lot of growth, and you're moving forward, and it's so beautiful. It's a really happy time if you want to harness that energy, right? Because you may be going through, some more challenges than you're used to, and things aren't manifesting as fast as you would, but this is telling me that you're in a really, really great position, and a really great progression. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Spirit, please show me everything that Cancer needs to see. Thank you for showing me all of the messages in regards to Cancer. Thank you, Spirit. Patience. Okay, so yeah, now this is tying into your reading beautifully. I think that your biggest challenges right now, Cancer, have to do with your work and how things are coming to fruition in not necessarily a timely manner. We have the Page of Pentacles that came up for you, and the Four of Pentacles, heart chakra work. Start being a little bit more compassionate with not only yourself, but with other people. But super important to be compassionate with yourself and patient with yourself, because then that energy is going to exude in all of your relationships. Knowing things are happening for you in divine timing. Things are coming for you in divine timing. And if things may seem like a little slower than usual, it's because Spirit has a plan, Spirit's got a plan. And okay. So the Ice Queen came out, all right? Ideas preserved, non-action, and entitlement. So there may be an energy of you feeling like you may be entitled to something, but it's just because it's not your time yet. If things are seeming a little bit slower in the work sector. I truly feel that you are already an abundant person, Cancer. So, you may just need to, preserve everything that you're trying to accomplish this very minute, and just observe them coming into you as you take steadfast action towards your goals. So, Cancer, that was your reading. I just wanted to thank you so much for being here, and I truly hope these messages resonated with you, or you took something positive and informative out of it. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you personalize your subscription, you'll get a message when I do more Cancer readings. And yeah, thank you again for being here. See you.